The first big jump races of the season are next. And we kick off with a Galway plate, 2 3/4 miles, grade 2. At Galway, of course. Always Brave at the top for David Hooley, Basil Fawlty, Martin Leadham, Horror Show, Graham Clutterbuck, Rolling Ball and Royal Stag, John Morgan, Ted DiBiase for Matt Cooper, The Bodyguard, Joshua Sutherland, Domes of Panga, Darren Thompson, Language Isles, Leon Van Rensburg, Otria Deacon, Matt Cooper, Silk Kimono, Alex Cherry and Striker Pose, Martin Leadham. They're off and racing, 12 of them, heading towards the first. And most of these, if not all, are back from last season. They're not all because Leon wasn't around last season. So most of them are around from last season then, so they should be quite interesting. 1 or 2 newcomers in there, but quite a lot of returning horses. They pass the winning post and make their way towards the first obstacle. They're past the winning post and the big screen. It's a bit of a run to the first. As they get to it, they're all safely over it with the backmarker Language Eyes, but the 2 that have gone clear are Silk Kimono and Rolling Ball. Silk Kimono's been around forever and disputes the lead at the moment, about 4 lengths clear of the rest of them, who are just about headed by Domes of Panga, who was definitely around last season. I think the Bodyguard was as well, as they take the third, which they're all safely over. There was a bit of a mistake by Striker Pose, who's dropped to the back. That one also picked up a couple of wins last season. But Rolling Ball and Silk Kimono are showing the way at this point, leading by about 3 lengths to the rest of them as they get to the third, which again they're all over okay, 1 or 2 untidy, including Basil Fawlty on the inside. But Rolling Ball leads by a length and a half to Silk Kimono in second in the orange sleeves as they get to this ditch. All safely over that one. 1 or 2 of them gave it plenty of air though. Up the 5th of the 14 now, and let's hope this Rolling Ball doesn't get too far clear, otherwise we'll only have the 1 horse in shot. At the moment it's gone 5 lengths clear. Well, Silk Kimono's dropped back to be with Domes of Panga and the Bodyguard. Then Basil Fawlty's on the inside rail. The one closest to us in the red is Otria Deacon, and the purple jacket of Horror Show is after that. That's always Brave actually. Horror Show is wide on the track, I guess, because we can't see him as they get over the 6th. They're all safely over. Ted DiBiase is the current back marker. The leader went right through that. That's going to bring him back to the pack. And Silk Kimono chases back into second. The Bodyguard is third. Domes of Panga is fourth. And then Otria Deacon, Always Brave, Basil Fawlty. Then Horror Show. Royal Stag is after that one as they make their way towards the next fence. Rolling Ball will lead them into it with an advantage of about 2 lengths. They've jumped the first 7 of the 14. This is fence number 8 when they get to it. As you can see, it's a long old run though, so there'll be a long run into the winning post next time round. And Rolling Ball leads by about 2.5 lengths or so as they finally do get to the 8th, which again they're all over okay. And Rolling Ball's in front. The Bodyguard is second. Silk Kimono is third. Bit of a gap then to Domes of Panga and Horror Show. Otria Deacon and Always Brave. Then wide on the track, Royal Stag. Bit of a gap then to Basil Fawlty and Striker Pose, with Language Eyes between them and Ted DiBiase just struggling out the back as they get over number 9 and the pace starts to quicken again. Rolling Ball leading by 2 lengths still to Silk Kimono. He's hanging on in there in second. Domes of Panga and the Bodyguard getting closer all the time. On the inside is Always Brave as they race to the 10th. Leader really stood off that but jumped it nicely. The rest of them all jumped it well as well. Rolling Ball continues to show the way. The lead's probably 2.5 lengths now as the Bodyguard is being shook up in third place and jumps up alongside Silk Kimono there. And now also coming through is Domes of Panga. That's the third last, and they're all over that one, but the leader was a little bit slow, and now the Bodyguard comes through to challenge. It's the Bodyguard and Domes of Panga coming to challenge Rolling Ball. Silk Kimono still there. Always Brave getting closer. Royal Stag round the outside. Otria Deacon is trying to run on. So too is Language Isles and Horror Show, but the rest of them are out of it as they come down towards the final 4 furlongs, the final 2 fences, and it's the Bodyguard Bodyguard and Domes of Panga from Rolling Ball on the inside. Then comes Always Brave after that one. Royal Stag getting closer over the second last. Domes of Panga landed in front. Rolling Ball jumped in nicely in second. Over the final fence they go, and it's Domes of Panga with Rolling Ball trying to get back into it. These two are clear of the Bodyguard and Language Arms back in fourth as they swing for home. There's a big 2 furlong run in, and Domes of Panga is in front from Rolling Ball in second. The Bodyguard now being shook up and is starting to motor. Then comes Always Brave. Royal Stag's trying to run on, so too's Language Arms. They're coming now down towards the final furlong, and it's the Bodyguard who sweeps into the lead. The Bodyguard goes on, but look at this Always Brave. Is this hurdling speed from David Hooley's Always Brave? It looks like it might be, as Always Brave bursts into the lead and suddenly goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lengths clear and takes it easily. Always Brave takes it. The Bodyguard, Domes of Panga, Rolling Ball, Language Arms, Deacon, then Royal Stag, and all the way back to Ted DiBiase, who was a long way behind the rest of them. But Always Brave always looked to be going well, sitting quietly in mid-div, and then when push came to shove, it was press the go button, and there's some hurdling speed in that Always Brave by the looks of things, because the way he put them away was pretty impressive. Always Brave takes it for David Hooley, the first group race of the jump season. It was the same way as the first race of the jump season, if I remember rightly.